how can I fall out of love? So as long as I'm in love, I'm going to enjoy what I do.
I don't look at myself as like somebody that's trying to be a movie star. I genuinely, I don't. I have no interest.
ऐसा नहीं लगा कि ये बाप बेटे हैं. एक तो इनके किरदार ऐसे नहीं और काम में से भी ऐसे कतई नहीं लगा कि बाप बेटे हैं.
Sonam is completely different to Riya. Riya is completely different to Harsh. And Harsh is completely different to Sonam and Riya.
I barely have money. I'm running out of money now. So I hope I get paid for this biopic because I need to pay rent. Still, keep...
I'm not giving you.
He's not giving.
I only take the shoes which I'm wearing at the moment are Harsh's.
Hi guys, this is Aina and welcome to Pinkvilla. Today I have the fantastic cast of Thar with me. Joining me in a conversation is Anil Kapoor, Harshvardhan Kapoor and Jitendra Joshi. Welcome to Pinkvilla.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for making the time to do this.
Thank you. I want to start off by asking that the trailer looks so mysterious and intriguing that when I watched it, I couldn't decode ki kya ho raha hai and what's going on. What do you want the audience to feel by the end of the film?
I think let me talk about the trailer first. So the trailer was very intentionally cut in a way to not reveal too many plot or character details. Really kind of try and make the viewer in those 2 minutes feel the mood, the ambience and the atmosphere of the world of the film without actually revealing too much. As far as how we want people to feel at the end of the film is concerned, the beauty of this film is that everybody will kind of have some sort of a reaction which will be very personal to that person. So it's not like a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Right.
And that's the most exciting thing, right? Is when you do a new piece of work, it's very hard to predict how anybody would kind of react to it.
Right.
And that's what we're really looking forward to now.
And Anil sir, you're playing a cop in this film and you've played cops before also. How do you always set the tone right for a cop and distinguish between one film to another?
How, what's on the paper and how the filmmaker sees the film and how he wants to tell the story. Just a year and a half back, I did Malang, where I played a cop.
Yeah.
That's the way it was written. That's the way Mohit wanted to see. And then, of course, I came in as an actor and, then we had a certain kind of discussion and, that is the way I see it. And ultimately, it's a director's vision.
Yeah.
Because he's there to really, okay the shot, and this is the way, because he knows the film more than all of us, because he's seen the whole film. And now coming to Thar, obviously it's story and screenplay written by Raj Singh Chaudhary, who has also directed the film. Then of course Anurag came into it and also to help us accentuate what was written. And then I spoke to Raj, then I spoke to Anurag also, how he sees the film, how he sees the character. And somewhere I think because the writers and the directors, they have a certain way they're looking at the film. So you try your best to, satisfy them and make them happy. So when they feel that they've got what they wanted, you feel that's the way I look at my performances and the way I look at the character.
And I read this one comment that said that it's a father-son duo, but they're not playing the father and son. And they found that very interesting. What do you all have to say about that?
It's nice to be able to subvert people's expectations. Right, so obviously we're doing a film together, people are going to expect automatically that, but that's not the case. We're playing strangers, and I think that kind of makes things exciting, right? Like why kind of give in to what people expect? Let's give them a new experience, and it's interesting to kind of have that unpredictable energy, that edginess.
मैं इस सवाल का जवाब देना चाहूँगा. मेरे लिए एक बहुत अलग चीज़ थी जब मैं ये फिल्म मेरे पास आई. मुझे पता चला कि अनिल सर इसमें ये रोल अदा कर रहे हैं, हर्ष इसमें एक भूमिका में. लेकिन इसके बावजूद जब मैंने फिल्म देखी तो यकीन मानिए ऐसा नहीं लगा कि ये बाप बेटे हैं. एक तो इनके किरदार ऐसे नहीं और काम में से भी ऐसे कतई नहीं लगा कि बाप बेटे हैं. बिकॉज दोनों भी इतने कम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट में है ना, एज एन एक्टर, बोथ ऑफ देम, एंड एट द सेम टाइम both are giving compliments to each other because they are giving compliments to their own characters.
Right.
मुझे बड़ा मज़ा आया. मैं किसी सीन की बात नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन एक पर्टिकुलर सीन है जिसमें मैं देखता रह गया कि यार ये सालों से मतलब एक ही घर में पले बड़े हैं ना, मतलब ये तो इनके बेटे हैं, लेकिन वो सीन करते वक्त ऐसे लग रहा था कि अनजान है एक दूसरे से, बिल्कुल परे हैं एक दूसरे से, डिस्टेंस रख के बात कर रहे हैं, हालांकि अपने अपनी दुनिया में खोए हुए हैं, अपने अपने बैकड्रॉप की बात कर रहे हैं, अपना अपना सबटेक्स्ट पकड़ के बात कर रहे हैं. तो ये बड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता होगा.
और सर आपके लिए you've done like so many Marathi films and now like doing so many OTT stuff and also films in Hindi cinema, the regional boundaries are breaking, they are blurring somewhere. तो क्या डिफरेंस देखते हो आप?
देखिए, मैं ये सब जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि इंटरनेशनल मार्केट खुल गया, तो मेरे लिए क्या हो गया, मैं आज अनिल सर के साथ काम कर पा रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना, जबकि वो मुझे बिल्कुल अछूता लगता था कि कभी मैं इनके साथ काम कर पाऊंगा किसी एक समय में. सच बता रहा हूँ, मैं वो सामने बैठे इसलिए नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ.
True, I agree with that. And Harsh, for you, you've been known for choosing some really unique scripts, right from Bhavesh Joshi to Ray and now this. What do you think before narrowing down to the scripts that you actually go ahead with?
I think it's just the hunger and desire to do something unique and to do something new and to do something that I would like to watch. I think what happens with sometimes maybe is that you start taking into account what will people say or what will people think or who will watch this. I don't think about any of that stuff. I just purely blindly think about this is a story that needs to be told in a certain way and I need to be a part of this, otherwise I'm going to regret it forever. I don't look at myself as like somebody that's trying to be a movie star. I genuinely I don't. I have no interest. If that has to happen, then that has to happen on its own, on the merit of the work. And if that does happen in that way, then that'll be the most beautiful feeling in the world, right? And then that will last because it's not just done to please people at a certain given point in time and then it's over.
You also turned producer for this film.
Yeah.
Is that why you said this is the most educational experience you've had, or was it too pressurizing? How was the experience?
First of all, I'm very happy to have been able to have this experience because a lot of people, don't have that luxury. But I did it for Raj because Raj is a new director and I felt like what he was trying to say on the page was quite unique and very big also. I wanted it to exactly be more or less the way that he had dreamed it and conceived it because we both fell in love with that vision. So my role really became trying to take on board our producer's ideas, our partner's ideas, dad's ideas, but still not veering too far away from what we fell in love with in the beginning. Because what happens sometimes through the process of making a movie, I mean, it hasn't happened to my films, but which I'm lucky, but it's like it changes because like so many other energies come. Like you have to remember, like producers come, a team comes, actors come, technicians come, studios come, and so the perseverance has really paid off, I think, because I don't know, I mean, I hope people like the film, but I have no control over that, but the film is how we had imagined it to be, more or less.
Awesome. And Anil, so for you, you're such an experienced actor, and yet at this point also when you're doing projects and films, it's the same amount of sincerity, submission. How do you manage to still have that and towards your craft till date? Always.
I just love my work. That's the reason. When you love something passionately, I think, you can, like, you love your family. So you love it passionately or emotionally. So, you can't fall out of love with them. So the same exactly is with my work and with my acting. I just love it. So I'm going to be, how can I fall out of love? So as long as I'm in love, I'm going to enjoy what I do and I'm going to do my best to make people who have employed me happy, and I want to ultimately make myself and my family happy. Whatever it takes to do that, yeah.
And now you've worked with Harsh also before that in AK vs. AK for a cameo. You've worked with Sonam. Are they very different as co-actors?
All actors are different, all human beings are different. Especially, it's very strange that in a same family you have the siblings and you have, and all three are completely different. Sonam is completely different to Riya. Riya is completely different to Harsh. And Harsh is completely different to Sonam and Riya. They're all three very, very individualistic, idealistic and very, very different people and stand by what they want to do. And what makes me and hopefully I can't speak on behalf of my wife, but because she herself also is a independent individual. But what makes me happy, if they are happy, I'm happy.
And for both of you all announced the biopic for Abhinav Bindra. How is everything going on that front?
Absolutely. I can, that's the next thing I'm really passionately excited, and we are at the moment in pre-production because that film needs a lot of planning, and so I think that's the next film both of us are looking forward to. At least I am, and I'm sure even Harsh is looking forward to, starting that film.
I haven't thought about it too much, but the idea right now is the full focus on delivering this film. It's very hard to think about any other character right now, and to be honest, but just want to kind of deliver this film, take some time off to recalibrate the brain, and settle into being me again, myself again, and then go again. So.
And Harsh, we know what a sneaker lover you are.
Yeah.
Have you bought baby Jordans yet?
Baby Jordans, no. I barely have money. I'm running out of money now, so I hope I get paid for this biopic because I need to pay rent. And still, keep.
I'm not giving you.
He's not giving. Jeetu ji, aapko kuch
I
bolna
only
hai?
take the shoes which I'm wearing at the moment are Harsh's.
जीतू जी को कुछ बोलना है?
मेरे को यही बोलना है, कमाल की फैमिली है। मतलब एक जगह ये बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे मेरे प्रोड्यूसर ने पे कर रहा है तो अच्छा काम डिलीवर करना ही पड़ेगा, और यहाँ पे जो प्रोड्यूसर है बोल रहा है अगर अगली फिल्म में मुझे अच्छा पैसा दे दोगे तो ये। लेकिन एक बात कहूँ, ये सब हंसी मजाक वाली बात तो एक तरफ है, लेकिन जिस तरीके से ये फिल्म बनाई गई, जितनी मुश्किलातों का सामना करके, मतलब ना जहाँ पे हम लोग शूट कर रहे थे वहाँ पे शूट करना बड़ा मुश्किल सा था। तो मेरे लिए, मेरे जैसे जितने भी कलाकार थे, सारे लोगों के लिए उन्होंने हमको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से रखा और बहुत अच्छा काम करवाया। और मैं खुद बहुत खुश हूँ कि जिस तरीके से ट्रेलर को रिस्पांस मिल रहा है, जिस तरीके से लोग, मेरे ऐसे अनगिनत दोस्त हैं जिनको कुछ भी पसंद नहीं आता, बहुत शाणे लोग हैं, तो लेकिन वो लोग भी तारीफ़ कर रहे हैं, तो मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है कि हाँ, हम लोग राह देख रहे हैं कि ये आए और लोग इसको पसंद करें।
Thank you so much, and we're really waiting for 6th of May.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.